No, I don't think anybody else will join. So if you have any questions, go ahead.
I have a couple of questions. I did, now I am working on the element, and I did fire yesterday. I just don't know what kind of composition to do. Should we do, could we do catharsis and work on the color of the fire element or earth element?
Catharsis you only do whenever you have a problem.
Okay, and yesterday I just did the line because I just didn't know what to do. and I want to explore the fire element, the color of fire element.
Yes, so you need to get into feelings about thinking about elements and just start drawing lines and rounding.
Mm-hmm. This is what I did, but it's strange.
You also choose a topic to explore. What is it that you wanna? What is there for you? Like a topic for the day?
I would like to have more energy.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good.
And I feel a lot of energy after doing it.
Yeah, you haven't taken neuro
composition, no.
Right, so neurocomposition will be helpful for you
Yeah.
to understand how to draw the composition. Just draw lines and round and more lines until you get into and just think about it, about the fire, about more energy, and that's
it.
You can add circles.
Yeah, there was some circle and strange. That was my fixation.
Right. Yeah.
And other things I see in Q&A, no, because I watch many Q&A and supervision. It's in supervision that purple, I think from my other class, neurocolor, that it was fire element. But
no, purple is metal.
Metal, yeah.
What it meant is that in purple you have red and blue, and red is part of fire. So from this point of view, you can have some element referring to fire, but it's metal.
Okay, but I didn't have any purple in my because I saw the supervision and it was metal element, so I didn't add this color. But before I would have had. I would.
You know, there are different. So in Neurographica, we adopt the system of 5 elements, but it does not mean that this is the only one system. There are other systems that can resonate with you, and each individual person have associations with different elements and different colors and different emotions. So you can explore other interpretations. Is just that Chinese system is very ancient, very old. They associate the colors with the energies, and their system is for healing, and it's not necessarily metal like the if it's what it is, iron, or it's not high nova. So it's not about this. It's the energy of this idea that they incorporate in the idea that they call metal. So when they talk about earth, is not the earth that you use for potting. It's the idea about an element that has stability, that has wisdom. So it's not per se like this. And so they associate organs, they associate colors, and everything together can be used as a healing system for Chinese. Not can be, but Chinese are using it. But this is not the only one system that works with colors. So, and it's important for you to understand how you feel it inside. So try to connect with the colors and explore how they, what they do, how you feel them in your body, what thoughts are coming, what emotions are coming. This will be more useful.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
connect with the color. And if you cannot draw the fire, if you don't know the composition, what to draw, maybe start with just drawing, get the pencil orange and red, and just draw lines and round between, instead of starting with black, you can just explore the lines that are orange and red and see where you go.
Okay. Thank you. So,
Welcome.
Other question, why we add always the color that, the element that follow the one we were working on? For example, I understand why we add green for fire, but I don't understand why we add yellow for fire. What is the reason why we add this color after?
No, there is a sequence, like if you remember how they are structured one after each other, the element before this one will support the next one. And if you go the other way, it will reduce the previous element. So
okay,
will destroy them. And then there is opposite also.
Okay, but we add in fire, we add the yellow, which is which
Yellow
is
for earth, yes.
Is for earth, yeah, yeah. And earth follow the fire element, but we add it in, we add the tree, the one that support the element, and the other one, but I don't know what what does it mean? Why we add it?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay. What I see, okay, is I work on this element yesterday, okay? We add this element, okay, which is the green, okay, for supporting fire, but we also add this one.
No, earth will be destroying fire. We don't add yellow.
But in all the example I see, they add always a tree. No?
I don't know what the reason is for that. I need to see the examples, but
Is it possible that that is someone's interpretation?
probably. Melba, you're muted. You started okay, but then you got muted.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm wondering if that is not someone's personal interpretation of what fire is, because maybe they see yellow in the flame.
Yes, it could be, because earth is not exactly yellow. Earth is ochre color. And fire can have some yellow as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
I have this example, okay, which is an example. Well, I don't know where in the one, I don't know where do you see it?
No, I don't see it very well.
This one
I
was an
only see the
example.
green. I don't see the colors very well. So
Okay,
this
but
is
there
somebody
is,
is trying
Now
to
I can see.
balance. Monique, don't look at other people's drawing. They're balancing themselves. Just explore what it does for you. You add yellow. You add the previous, the next element to the previous one to reduce it if it's too much.
okay. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Okay. So ça va. Is the orientation that we draw, okay, is important?
No, it's
Because-
for you. Whenever you.
Because yesterday I did this one, okay, but I turned around, okay, and when I do my field line, it was like this, it was going up, but I realized after that it was like this when I began. And now my field line is going down and I don't like that. Is that important?
Is it important for you?
Yes, because I don't like that.
Then it is important. Yes, it is important. Hi, Carla.
Okay. I can't.
So try and work with it. You can turn it the way you want it. You don't have to stick with the one that you started in the beginning. Work with it until you like it. You can turn it around.
I like it. This is just because now my field line is going down. And this is what I didn't like.
Then work with it some more. See what you can do.
Do another field line that go up?
It's your
I
drawing.
I cannot remove remove this field line.
No,
It's
you
too late.
cannot remove it.
I would like.
But it's more grounded like that.
More grounded?
Yeah, it looks grounded.
Okay. Phew. Okay, ça c'est bon. I see that there is many Facebook group for each or for each algorithm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I was wondering if I understand well. Okay. Because it seems that there is a lot more information in
No,
those
it's the
groups,
same
no?
information.
Okay. And why there is
It used to be, the website is new. We used to have only Facebook when we started. And now we are moving everything to the, it's different. We started a group and they're going together, but since you are special, we have a special deal with you, so.
okay, this is the reason. Okay. Okay, but neurosketching, no?
You're sketching. Okay, let's talk about it, not on the call.
Okay. Okay.
It's the same information. There is nothing more there. It's the same
Okay.
information. You have the same information.
Okay. And when I see a lot, because I always see a lot of circle in my drawing, should we trace all of them or just choose some of them?
It's up to you. How you feel, and everybody's different. So you already know the basics, and you can do what your topic is, to work with the topic and to choose as many or as little as you want. You're already experienced enough to know.
Okay. No, this is just always a question that I ask myself if I should trace all of them, because there is always a lot.
Well, try and see what happens. Try, and if you want to trace all of them, trace
Okay.
all of them.
Okay, thank you. I am finished with
Good.
my question.
Thank you. Okay, so I don't know if I can do 1 hour, ladies, today, because I'm expecting a call, and I may need to take the call if whenever it comes. So it was supposed to be like 30 minutes past the hour. So if you have any questions, let's start, and we'll see how far we go.
Yeah, no one could get in. It kept asking us to pay.
Because you didn't log in. I told you to log in first.
Yeah, I know. Well, I did that, but nobody else understood that. So I just went and rewrote, but I think some of them are going to work and stuff.
Okay, let's see. Who is not?
My login was normal. I took the link from the email that you sent.
Yeah. Okay. So this is, who is this, Karen? Okay, so Karen is asking, I have to go to work. My question for the day is, are our drawings supposed to be spontaneous? Are we supposed to draw them in one shot, or can we sort of play around and rework them and start over until we get to say what we are trying to say? The basic algorithm is spontaneous. The catharsis is spontaneous, yes. But in composition, I can't just draw a drawing. I have to figure out where everything goes and make it fit, and sometimes it doesn't work, so I do it again and again and again. I know Anna shows in class changing things right on the drawing, but it doesn't always work. It's more appropriate when you want to show that something is changing, not for when you put it in the wrong place to begin with. I know there is no right or wrong, but if I am drawing shapes on a diagonal, for instance, and want to their thing to end up in the center area of the page, it somehow takes several tries to accomplish it. Talk to you later. Okay. Okay, so thank you for the question, Karen. And for the next time, you need to be logged in to your account, logged into the website, and then click, you will not have to pay because you are already added to the Zoom call as a participant, just need to be logged in. And the question about whether it is spontaneous or not spontaneous. So do you want to answer? Anybody wants to answer?
I have a memory that popped up with the question.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe we've all gone through that challenge. We make ourselves bigger, we make ourselves smaller, we change the size of whatever image that we're using along with it, whatever structure, triangle or square or whatever, and we have lines all over our pages, we're learning. I don't know if this is in composition, the question, but it sounds like a composition question. And I remember at one of our sessions, two comments that were made. One was someone was not doing their drawing with, but using PowerPoint to design their drawing before they actually did it, so they could go through this process without putting it on paper. And someone else, I know names, but I'm not saying. And someone else said, well, I cut out all of the shapes in different sizes. And then I lay those shapes out on my page to see where I want them to go. The other aspect of that would be, or would be to sit in a little bit of meditation, with your catharsis, and do visual imagery of what you actually want to see on your paper.
Exactly, yes. Or just have your hand with a pencil above the paper.
Yes.
And feel, depending whether you're tactile or whether you are visual, or whatever senses are more pronounced. So that's true in catharsis. In the first algorithm number 1, basic user course, we learn the catharsis when we first do spontaneous. But then steps after that are very conscious. We are adding roundings, we are rounding everything, we're making everything balanced, adding additional lines. So the next steps are very conscious. Just the first one is spontaneous. And this is because the pyramid of consciousness relates to all the steps. In the first step, we have the topic when we are conscious. Then we go on the border between conscious and unconscious, we do the catharsis. And composition, after the catharsis, the other algorithm, neurocomposition, we have 2 steps. First, we do a diagnostic, and we can try here and there and see how it looks, not only there, but with Neuromandala, we do diagnostics. With all the others, we also, first we do diagnostics, kind of spontaneously placing things and feeling, always feeling how does it resonate with our body, and then we can change everything. It doesn't matter. There are ways to dissolve completely. If the circle or something is in the wrong place, you just draw lines to dissolve it, to make it, you add more additional lines to make it dissolve. You know already how to dissolve catharsis, so you can dissolve any shape if it's not on the right place. And then wherever you want to put the right shape, you just add thicker lines, you add brighter colors to emphasize that this is the right place. In your life, there is not always possibility to erase everything and start all over. If you, life just happens, but you work with it. You can, it's your attitude that matters. It's your ideas, it's your creativity that flourish. And creative ways to find the solutions that are gonna be working for you and moving you in the right directions. So if first drawing is not exactly ideal, you can complete this one and then maybe start another drawing and complete it. It is a way of a thin line between allowing things to come through you and directing them. So intention, you still have intention, but there is a lot of letting go, a lot of allowance. And there you still have tools to work toward the intention, to harmonize, to bring more like inspiration. This is what, those are the resources that will help you move forward. So if you just have one shape in a corner, but you have this idea that this shape needs to be in the middle, and this is all you have on the drawing, of course, it's not going to happen. You need to work with it. And by working, you're adding lines, you're rounding, you're adding more lines, you're rounding, and you transform not only the drawing, you transform your attitude, you transform your state. The goal of Neurographica at the end is that you are completely in line with your intuition, with what your higher self is leading you toward, and you are able to just trust and listen and understand, and everything works synergetically. So this is a tool to developing your intuition and your ability to be in the flow. The more you practice, the better you will get, and everybody is at a different stage of development. So somebody may be already somewhere and somebody else may be somewhere else, but it doesn't matter. You are where you are, and it doesn't, you don't know if you get further ahead or somebody else will go behind. So we don't know, and it's not important. Important is what is going on inside of you. So I hope I answered your question, Carol. And if you need more, I'm sorry you weren't able to join, but I hope this is good explanation. I'm sorry. Okay, was it good? Tell me if I need more to answer more. Was it clear? Okay. Anybody else have a question now? No? No. Okay.
No.
More question.
Okay. Okay, so what can I tell you? Can I tell you a story, or do you want to tell me a story? No, but by the way, what you've described, it's like a real miracle, and it's really, it may look like something insignificant, but that's how miracles are made. This is what exactly what our goal is at the end, to be at the right place at the right time and to be able to do the right thing, because you could have not picked up the phone or not
Sure.
listened to to Anna, or Anna would have not presented this.
Right.
There's so
right.
many could have, but everything aligned, and then you did what you had to do, and that's what being in alignment is. This is what the goal of Neurographic, not of Neurographica, but for me, this is the goal of everybody. And no matter what tools we use to get there, Neurographica is just one tool for getting there. Being able, so the saying is, may I have the strength to do what I have to do. May I have the wisdom to accept what I cannot do. No, not wisdom. Humility to accept what I cannot do, and may I have the wisdom to know the difference between the two.
It's the serenity prayer.
Serenity.
Yeah, it's the
prayer.
strength to do the things that I must. Okay. It's the wisdom to, the line is the wisdom to know the difference. So the strength to change the things I can, the ability to accept the things that I cannot,
Yes.
and the wisdom to know the difference.
Right.
And really, even that little prayer comes back to a discussion, not a discussion, but our talk as we were working in Soul Awakening the other day about discernment, when to do and when not to do.
Yeah.
You know, the question came up in a number of different ways, but it's the wisdom to know the difference is huge. It keeps you out of trouble.
It's the key, but the other two are also important. The other two
Yes.
are also very important. Even if you know the wisdom to know the difference, it's still sometimes it's hard. But yes, at the end, we need to develop those qualities and live by those qualities. And I don't know. It's for some people it's easier, for some it's harder, depending on how much involvement do you have in and how much freedom do you have in life.
It was a challenge. It was a challenge for me because this is someone that I had felt for about a year. I didn't feel that way for about a year, but as I got deeper into my classes here, I felt a bondage in that situation because I was every day doing a live meditation call with that particular person. And when the number, I cut cords. And when that number comes up on my phone, there's always this, don't get hooked again. There's always that, but 10:30 in my time, 1:30 Seattle time is not, that's not a normal time to make a call. So it's probably the only reason I don't know. It's not the only reason I picked up because I've picked up from her before, but I thought I was picking up for her. And when no one was there, you're right. I had the choice. Well, do I just hang up because there's just air here, but that wasn't where my peace was. So I was truly amazed when I called back and woke her.
Yes, remember like the moment, what was the emotion, what was the feeling that made you call back? What was it?
Peace. Peace, this huge peace just dropped in.
Yeah.
And so for me, that was the confidence that, okay, whatever this is, I got it.
Yeah.
I can do this. And a lot of that too has been through our teachings, through our classes, through our drawings, through the change, the transformation that we go through in knowing that even if the situation had a hook, that I now have the confidence not to bite that hook, So yeah, it was, and thank you for that awareness because I didn't see it as a miracle. Although earlier in the day, last week I was challenged and I even saw my doctor. I had tendonitis in my left arm, hand, wrist, and couldn't use it. I was wearing last time we spoke, I was wearing a wrist guard, and my doctor he called in for me to go in and get a shot for my hand. They haven't even called me to make the appointment and I did my drawing. So earlier in the day, I got my own miracle, the tendonitis just boom, it went, so I just expected when I knew to ask him to breathe that he could do that, that's the only thing that I could think of that he could do I didn't even think of it. I don't think it was just kind of like, okay, that was just normal. Just say, okay, breathe, just breathe, so I and some of the others of us, I think often through the week stand amazed at how our different lessons, especially if we're involved in the extracurricular, the membership club, the trauma release, the soul awakening, and a class enrollment, and how all of these are just like a glove. It just is like a hand with all these different fingers that just pull things together for you and allow you a basket full of tools to use in whatever circumstance you're in. And so I'm very appreciative of that.
Yes, it's very interesting what people, which people are coming and which people are staying, and it's interesting. But all of those are great. All of the programs are very good, and we will continue with with having more things. Okay, thank you, Melba. It's remember the state of bliss, and doing things out of this state, not doing things out of fear or
Mhm.
out of like I want it so bad, or I want it. It's complete peace. It's not one or the other.
Mhm. Thank you.
Feeling of being home. Okay, I'm gonna have to let you go because I think I'm gonna have the call in a minute. So thank you so much for coming. So this is the last Q&A. I have one more supervision album. If you cannot finish the drawings by next week, just continue drawing, and I'll be back in August to finish the supervisions and to give the certificates to everybody. Certificates for whoever is finished. Carla and Melba will receive them this next week, and everybody else whenever they're finished. So album number 4 is still open for neurosynthesis. You can submit as many drawings as you want, as you have to have 4 drawings submitted before 1 week from today. Before, I think it's the 30th of June, if I'm not mistaken, next Thursday. And then I'll do the supervision and issue the certificates. Have a wonderful day, evening, or what you have in front of you, and wonderful July. I will, oh, Kitty, oh, the young, beautiful one. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.